Imagine reaching into your pocket for a handful of loose change, and discovering a single penny that could transform your entire life. Not just a little extra cash, I'm talking about the kind of money that buys you a lakefront mansion, a brand new luxury car, or finally lets you quit that soul-crushing job and live every single day on your own terms. Sounds impossible, right? But hidden among billions of ordinary coins is a 1967 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, a tiny piece of metal that collectors have been quietly chasing for decades. Most people don't even know it exists. But the few who do, they guard this secret like a golden ticket. What if I told you this single penny has been known to fetch up to $4,500 in pristine condition at private auctions? Just imagine, a penny, something you toss in a tip jar without thinking twice, suddenly turning into the down payment on your dream car. The thought alone makes your heart race, doesn't it? This isn't some faraway fantasy. The 1967 Lincoln penny is out there right now, lurking in dusty jars, hidden in old dresser drawers, even clinking around in your pocket as you listen to this. But why is this coin so special? Why are collectors almost fighting each other to get their hands on it? You see, 1967 was a strange and turbulent year for American coinage. The U.S. Mint had stopped using mint marks to discourage coin hoarding, a decision that accidentally gave birth to a hidden legend. In this chaos, a handful of pennies slipped through with mysterious errors and tiny variations, features so subtle you need a trained eye, or pure luck, to see them. Some of these 1967 pennies have unique doubling in the lettering or ghost-like impressions near Lincoln's portrait. Others show barely visible die breaks or peculiar surface textures, as if the coin itself is whispering a secret only a few chosen souls can hear. And if you can spot these micro-details, you might just be holding a life-changing fortune between your fingers. Ask yourself, what if this coin is sitting in your car's cup holder right now? What if that small, forgotten penny lying under your couch cushion could pay off all your debts, free you from every late-night worry, and open doors you never even dared to knock on? But here's the twist, the window to find these coins is slowly closing. Each day, more collectors are sweeping up every last 1967 penny they can find. Every day, more people wake up to this secret and start hunting. If you wait, you might just watch your chance slip away forever. Let's pause for a second. Imagine the power of telling your family that a simple penny changed your life forever. Picture their stunned faces as you reveal the check, as you take them on that first vacation to Hawaii, as you finally breathe without the weight of bills crushing your chest. That freedom. It starts with this one, overlooked coin. So how do you spot it? Start by flipping your 1967 pennies and checking the lettering under a magnifying glass. Look for any doubling around Liberty or In God We Trust. Check Lincoln's eye and bowtie area for ghost-like shadows or unusual textures. Some variations show fine cracks that run like tiny lightning bolts across the surface, a sign of a rare die break. But remember, even if your coin doesn't show all these signs at first glance, don't give up. Many of the highest valued examples were initially mistaken for regular pocket change. The difference between a penny worth 1 cent and one that could be worth thousands. Just a few almost invisible details, and a collector's determination to look deeper. If you think this is just about money, think again. This is about possibility. About rewriting your story. About proving to yourself that luck doesn't only happen to other people. What if you were the one who found it? What if you were the one who turned a forgotten coin into a lifetime of freedom? Picture yourself stepping into the dealership, paying cash for that car you always wanted. Or surprising your spouse with a weekend getaway on a private island. Or simply waking up one morning and knowing, truly knowing, that you never have to worry about money again. This is your invitation into a hidden world. A secret world where ordinary people become legends overnight. But you have to act now, before this chance disappears into someone else's pocket forever. Go through your change jar tonight. Search every drawer, every car seat, every coin pile you've ignored for years. Because that tiny, unassuming 1967 penny with no mint mark might be your escape ticket to a life you've only dared to dream of. Don't wait. Because while you're hesitating, someone else might be discovering their ticket to freedom, right now. A coin so powerful, so rare, it could unlock the door to a brand new mansion, a luxury car, or even a private island retreat. The 1970 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark isn't just a piece of copper. It's a sleeping fortune hiding in the shadows, waiting for someone bold enough to uncover it. Now, pause for a second. Picture yourself walking into your kitchen tomorrow morning, pouring a cup of coffee, and realizing that tiny, forgotten penny sitting on your counter could be worth over $18,000. What would you buy first? Who would you call? Would you finally tell your boss goodbye forever? Collectors across the nation are fighting over this coin, but here's the shocking truth: most Americans have no idea it even exists. It hides in change jars, drawers, and old piggy banks, disguised as an ordinary coin. But make no mistake, this penny holds a secret that only a few dare to reveal. Let's take a journey back to 1970. The world was changing fast. The Vietnam War was raging, technology was sprinting forward, and in the middle of this chaos, the Denver Mint accidentally created something extraordinary. Some 1970 D pennies left the mint with a subtle but game-changing detail, a tiny doubling on the date or slight misalignments invisible to the casual eye. Imagine how many hands these coins have passed through, how many people unknowingly carried a small fortune in their pockets. What if I told you that right now, at this very moment, your pocket change might contain the key to a lifetime of luxury? Could this penny be hiding in your car's cup holder, or in the old coin jar your grandfather left behind? Just imagine flipping through your old coins tonight and seeing that mysterious doubling on the date, your heart pounding as you realize you're holding a $18,000 miracle. But don't get too comfortable. Every day, collectors are scouring flea markets, yard sales, and estate auctions, desperately searching for these elusive 1970 D Lincoln pennies. The competition is fierce, and the clock is ticking. If you wait too long, someone else could snatch up your chance at a dream life. Here's the chilling part: most people overlook this penny because it looks so ordinary. But if you know where to look, the signs are there. Check the date carefully. Is there a slight doubling? Look closely at the mint mark. Some variations show subtle shifts that can send the value soaring. Even tiny imperfections in the lettering can mean the difference between a regular penny and a life-changing windfall. Picture it. You find one tonight, and tomorrow, your life flips upside down. A luxury vacation, a brand new sports car, paying off your debts, or finally giving your family the life they deserve. That's not just a dream, that could be your reality. Imagine sitting on a sun-soaked beach, sipping your favorite drink, knowing that it all started with a single copper penny. You'd become part of a secret, elite circle of collectors who dared to look a little closer, who refused to let opportunity slip through their fingers. Ask yourself this: what if this penny is right in front of you? What if the universe is offering you a golden ticket, and all you have to do is open your eyes? Are you going to be the person who reads this, shrugs, and moves on, or will you be the one who acts, who searches, who claims their destiny? There's a reason these pennies have become legends among serious collectors. They're not just coins. They're promises. They're hidden treasure maps leading straight to a future most people only dream about. Tonight, as you go through your old jars or sort your loose change, remember this story. Remember the whispers of collectors chasing this coin across the country. Remember the thrill of possibility, the pulse of excitement, the unstoppable urge to find what others have missed, because in the end, this isn't just about a penny. It's about the power to rewrite your story, to break free from the grind, and to live the life you've always imagined. So grab your magnifying glass, steady your heart, and start searching. Because somewhere out there, a 1970 D Lincoln penny is waiting for you. And it just might be your ticket to the freedom and luxury you deserve. This isn't a fairy tale. This is the story of the 1986 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark, a tiny copper legend hiding in plain sight across America. While millions of people pass these pennies every single day, only a handful know the secret they hold. Picture this: you're standing at a gas station counter, you hand over this penny without a second thought. But what if I told you that penny could be worth over $15,000 in pristine condition? What would you do with that money? Pay off debts, travel the world, buy that dream car you've been eyeing for years. Collectors across the country are hunting for this exact coin, driven by an obsession to uncover its secrets. The 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just a piece of metal. It's a silent invitation into a world most people will never see, a world of auctions, hushed whispers, and collectors who would do anything to get their hands on it. But why is this penny so special? In 1986, most pennies were stamped in Philadelphia without a mint mark. But a few carried subtle differences, microscopic flaws, barely visible die cracks, or slight doubling on the date or lettering. These small imperfections, almost invisible to the untrained eye, transform an ordinary penny into a once-in-a-lifetime jackpot. Think about it, how many times have you dropped a penny, stepped over it, or tossed it in a jar without a second glance? What if one of those forgotten coins could have made you rich beyond your wildest dreams? Now, close your eyes and imagine pulling out that old jar of change in your closet. You reach in, feeling each coin slip through your fingers. Your heart starts pounding when you see that 1986 date. You flip it, searching for any sign of a mint mark. Nothing. Your palms get sweaty. Could this really be the one? But before you rush to your piggy bank, you need to know what to look for. First, check for strong, clear strikes on the lettering and Lincoln's portrait. A sharp, well-defined design often signals a high-quality strike that collectors crave. Then, examine the edges and surfaces for signs of doubling, small shadows or ghost-like outlines, especially around the year or the word Liberty. If you spot these, you might be holding a coin that can rewrite your financial story. And what if you miss it? What if, right now, someone else finds it first and walks away with your dream vacation or that lakefront house you've always wanted? This is the part that keeps collectors up at night. Because every single day, more and more of these hidden treasures vanish into private collections, never to be seen again. Every moment you wait is a moment someone else might claim the life that could have been yours. Imagine sitting at your kitchen table, the sun pouring through the window. You stare at that penny in your hand, realizing it's not just a coin. It's a key to a life free from worry, a life where you can finally breathe without thinking about bills or debts. So, the question is simple. Are you going to let this chance slip through your fingers, or are you going to check your pockets, your jars, your old drawers tonight, because somewhere in America, a penny is waiting. It doesn't look special to the world, but to you, it could mean freedom. It could mean waking up tomorrow and never having to say no to your dreams again. The clock is ticking. The world won't wait. And neither should you. Go. Search. Because the next person to find that 1986 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark might just be you. And when that moment comes, everything you ever wanted, every luxury, every adventure, every quiet morning without worry, will finally be yours. You're digging through an old drawer, or maybe checking under your car seat for spare change, and there it is, a tiny copper circle that could transform your entire life. Would you recognize it? Would you know what to look for? Or would you let it slip through your fingers like so many others have, losing your shot at financial freedom forever? This 1989 Lincoln penny, minted without a mark, hides a story darker and more mysterious than most collectors can imagine. It was created in a year when billions of pennies flooded the streets, but somewhere in that ocean, a few rare specimens escaped with a secret flaw, a hidden anomaly that makes them worth upwards of $25,000, sometimes even more in pristine condition. And yet, almost no one knows. You might be asking yourself. How could something so small carry so much power? How could this tiny piece of copper and zinc hold the key to a future of zero debt, no more bills, and endless possibilities? But the truth is, the world of coin collecting is filled with hidden treasures, and this 1989 penny is the crown jewel lurking right under your nose. Now, imagine the look on your neighbor's face when they see you pulling up in a brand new luxury SUV, paid in full by a penny you almost gave away. Or the feeling when you surprise your family with a dream vacation, all thanks to a coin that most people wouldn't bend down to pick up on the sidewalk. That's the power of knowing what to look for, and you're about to learn exactly that. Most 1989 Lincoln pennies carry a small mark beneath the date, a tiny D or S, telling you where they were minted. But this one carries no mark at all. It was minted in Philadelphia, but a rare error can make it even more valuable. You see, in some cases, these coins were struck with a double die or other tiny misalignments that escaped the mint's strict eyes. It's these micro-errors, nearly invisible to the untrained eye, that can push the value of this penny from just 1 cent to tens of thousands of dollars. What if this penny is sitting in your pocket right now? Could you really be holding the key to a future without limits? Every second that passes, someone else might find it first. Imagine the regret when you see a headline, "Local man finds rare 1989 penny, sells for $32,500. And all the while, yours might have been mixed with your loose change, waiting for you to notice. Collectors across the country are on a feverish hunt for this penny. They scour flea markets, estate sales, old coin jars, and even vending machine returns, hoping to be the one who strikes gold. The competition is fierce because once these rare pennies are found, they vanish into private collections, often never to be seen again. If you wait too long, your chance might slip away forever, but how do you know if you have it? You need to look closely. Grab a magnifying glass and check for sharp, clean details on Lincoln's bust and the lettering. Examine the edges for doubling, for tiny irregularities that most people miss in a heartbeat. Look for signs of a strong strike, features so crisp they almost feel alive. And don't forget, no mint mark under the date. It's a clue hiding in plain sight. Now ask yourself, what would you do if you discovered you were holding this miracle penny? Would you pay off every credit card, every mortgage, every debt? Would you finally quit that stressful job and start the life you've always imagined? Or maybe you'd buy that lake house you've been daydreaming about since you were a kid. The possibilities are endless, but they all start with one decision: to look. Few people ever take the time to learn this secret. Fewer still act on it. That's why this opportunity feels almost mythical. You're not just a coin hunter anymore. You're a treasure seeker, a dreamer, someone on the edge of rewriting your destiny with a single coin flip. Don't let today end without checking your coins. Don't let another moment pass thinking, it's probably nothing. Because while you're hesitating, someone else is cashing in on their once-in-a-lifetime find. Someone else is unlocking the door to a future free of limits, free of stress, free of fear. In the end, this isn't just about a penny. It's about freedom, hope, and a new chapter waiting to be written. The 1989 Lincoln penny with no mint mark could be your invitation to join an elite world few even know exists. But only if you dare to look. So tonight, before you sleep, empty those drawers. Dig into those old piggy banks. Check the cup holders in your car. Because somewhere, possibly even within arm's reach, your new life could be waiting, in the form of a single, silent, unassuming penny. This is your moment. Don't let it slip away. Right now, somewhere in America, a 1991 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is hiding. It's sitting in a dusty jar, a kitchen drawer, maybe even in your pocket at this very moment. And if you don't check, someone else will, and they'll claim the fortune you were meant to hold. What if I told you this coin has sold for as much as $12,000 at auction? Yes, a single copper penny that most people overlook every single day. But what makes this one so special, so outrageously valuable that collectors are almost fighting over it behind closed doors? The 1991 Lincoln penny looks so ordinary that it slips under every radar. But beneath that everyday surface lies a hidden world of secrets. This coin, struck in Philadelphia with no mint mark, carries minute, almost ghost-like details that separate it from its billions of brothers. It's the ultimate wolf in sheep's clothing. Imagine you're at the grocery store, paying for a gallon of milk, and you hand over a treasure worth thousands. Would you even know? Could you forgive yourself if you let that happen? Now, listen closely. Only a handful of sharp-eyed, determined collectors have ever truly understood the clues. Some of these 1991 pennies show subtle doubling on the obverse, a tiny shift in Lincoln's profile, a slight distortion in the lettering, microscopic trails that scream rarity to those who know where to look. Others carry small die cracks or unusual planchet marks that slip past untrained eyes but are pure gold to those in the know. Think about it. A single error so small it could hide in plain sight for decades, waiting for the one person daring enough to see beyond the ordinary. And what if that person was you? What would you do if tomorrow you found this penny? Would you keep it locked away in a safe, show it to your friends with trembling hands, or march straight into an auction house and watch the bids climb past your wildest expectations? Every day, collectors scour flea markets, estate sales, even parking lot change trays, driven by a feverish dream. They know that this penny is more than just copper and zinc, it's a doorway to a different life. A life without overdue bills. A life where you wake up and decide to go anywhere in the world because you can. A life where you don't just survive, you truly live. Imagine the fear of letting this opportunity slip through your fingers. Right now, someone, somewhere, is discovering this secret. They're whispering excitedly to their spouse. They're calling up their coin dealer, heart pounding. But what about you? Will you stay frozen in hesitation, or will you seize your destiny? So, how do you find it? First, pull out every 1991 penny you can find. Check the obverse carefully for any doubling in the letters of Liberty and the date. Look closely at Lincoln's eye, his jacket, any small crack or die mark that feels out of place. Then flip it. Examine the reverse for any sign of weakness in the columns of the Lincoln Memorial, any odd surface texture that whispers mystery. Most people will never even bother to look. They'll toss this coin into a tip jar, thinking it's worth exactly 1 cent. But you're not like them. You're here because you believe that sometimes, miracles hide in the smallest, most ordinary places. As you search, imagine the rush when you realize you're holding your key to freedom. Your heart beats faster, your palms sweat, your mind races through possibilities. A new car. No more debts. A life where you write the rules, because this isn't just about a penny. It's about rewriting your story. It's about stepping into a version of yourself that never has to worry about money again, that travels first class, that owns the beachfront villa, that lives without limits. What if this penny is sitting in your house right now, waiting for you to notice it? What if the universe has been sending you signs, and today is the day you finally listen? Don't let it slip away. Go now. Check every jar, every drawer, every dusty pocket of your jeans. The dream is real. The moment is now, because tomorrow, someone else might find it first. And they'll live the life you've been dreaming of while you watch from the sidelines. Don't let that happen. Be the collector who dares to believe, who dares to act, who dares to live free. This is your chance. Take it. The 1994 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark is no ordinary coin. It looks so innocent, so common, that millions of Americans have let it slip through their fingers without a second thought. But beneath its plain surface lies a secret that only a few daring collectors know. A secret that could transform your entire life. Picture this: you're at the gas station, you get a handful of change, and without even looking, you drop it into a jar at home. That jar could be holding your ticket to financial freedom. What if that tiny copper piece could pay off your mortgage tomorrow? What if it could buy you a brand new Corvette, or let you finally tell your boss, "I quit," and walk away forever? This 1994 penny hides in plain sight. With no mint mark, it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, but the real magic lies in its rare variants and subtle errors, tiny misalignments, doubled die details, or slight off-center strikes that collectors go absolutely wild for. Only a handful have surfaced so far, and every time one does, the numismatic world goes into a frenzy. Some say these error pennies were the result of a single worn die, accidentally used for a limited run. Others believe they were a quiet experiment, a test that slipped out into circulation before anyone noticed. But now, decades later, the few that remain have become priceless treasures, like hidden pearls in an ocean of copper. Imagine if you discovered this penny tomorrow. Would you finally take that vacation to Italy you've been dreaming about for years? Would you move your family to a lakefront house where mornings start with sunrises and not alarm clocks? Can you feel that? That tiny shiver up your spine is the possibility whispering to you. Collectors have been scouring every flea market, every garage sale, and every dusty coin jar for this 1994 penny. They're willing to pay staggering amounts to get their hands on one, because they know how few are left. They know this isn't just a penny, it's a golden ticket, a passport to a life free from fear and financial stress. That you're probably wondering, how can I find it? What makes this penny so special? Let me tell you. Start with the year, 1994. Then look closely, no mint mark under the date means it came from Philadelphia. But don't stop there. Examine Lincoln's portrait under a magnifying glass. Do you see any strange doubling around the letters or the numbers? Any unusual marks around the rim or slight shifts in the design? Some error pennies even have ghost-like shadows on Lincoln's face, or subtle die cracks that snake across the surface like hidden scars. These are the signs of a jackpot, the clues that could turn an ordinary day into the best day of your life. Most people will never bother to look. They'll keep tossing their change, blind to the fortune they're throwing away. But you're not like them. You've been chosen to know this secret, to join an invisible circle of treasure hunters who see opportunity where others see scraps of metal. Ask yourself, what if that penny is sitting right now in your old coffee can in the garage? Or buried at the bottom of your glove box, forgotten and waiting to change your destiny? The chance is real. The story is real. And the dream? That's yours for the taking. Now, imagine waking up tomorrow with a call from a collector offering you enough money to start a new life. You open your eyes, no worries, no bills piling up, no endless workdays stealing your joy. You stand by the window of your dream home, breathing in the freedom that was hidden in a single penny all along, but none of this happens if you don't act. If you don't check. If you don't become the seeker of secrets and the hunter of fortunes. So tonight, don't just empty your pockets, investigate them. Don't just glance at your change, examine it like a detective searching for the final clue, because somewhere in America, someone is about to find that 1994 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Someone is about to step into a future of luxury and liberation. The only question left is, will it be you? What if I told you that penny could be hiding in your pocket right now? A 2003 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark, quietly waiting to change everything you thought you knew about money and luck. Picture yourself holding it. A coin so ordinary at first glance that most people toss it into a jar or leave it forgotten under the car seat. But what if that tiny piece of copper could actually buy you a lakefront house, a luxury car, or even send your kids to college without a single loan? This isn't just a dream. This is a secret that only the most dedicated, sharp-eyed collectors know. Because hidden among the billions of pennies minted in 2003 lies a version so mysterious, so elusive, it has the power to make you question every penny you've ever handled. Why? Because this 2003 Lincoln penny with no mint mark has a story that feels like something straight from a Hollywood thriller. During production, a few pennies slipped through without the usual mint mark, a tiny detail that transforms them from pocket change into a life-changing fortune. Imagine walking into a gas station, paying with some coins, and realizing you just gave away a penny that could be worth up to $27,000 at auction. That's the terrifying reality. Every day, these pennies vanish into cash registers and change trays because no one knows what to look for. Collectors across the country are desperately hunting for them. Forums buzz with whispers. Auction houses stay up late, waiting to see if the next miracle penny will appear. And yet, it could be sitting in an old coffee can in your garage. Ask yourself, what if this coin is already in your house, in that dusty drawer you never open? Could a single cent really buy you a dream vacation to Italy, a yacht anchored off Miami, or let you finally retire and travel the world? This penny isn't just rare. It's a symbol of hope. It's proof that a simple, overlooked detail can hold the power to rewrite your entire life story. But how can you find it before someone else does? Here's what you need to do. First, grab every 2003 penny you can find. Forget the ones with D or S marks. You're looking for the silent warriors. No mint mark at all. Then, examine the surface carefully. Check for unexpected die variations, odd doubling, or slight misalignments. Any of these hidden scars could raise its value into the stratosphere, but stay sharp. Many people give up too quickly. They glance for a second and toss the coin aside. Remember, only those who look deeper, who see beyond the obvious, are rewarded. Every coin tells a story. This penny's story is one of survival against impossible odds, a silent treasure hiding in the sea of copper and zinc. Imagine being the person who discovers it first. The headlines, the excitement, the instant transformation of your life. Overnight, you become part of an elite circle of collectors and historians, forever remembered as the one who cracked the ultimate coin mystery. Could you forgive yourself if you let it slip through your hands? Could you ever forget that chance to finally be free from every financial chain that's held you down? Tonight, when you empty your pockets, look a little closer. Feel the weight of each coin. Listen to the whispers of history echoing from your palm. That penny might be calling out to you, begging to be seen, to be chosen, to finally reveal its true worth. So the question is, are you ready to uncover it before someone else does? Are you ready to step into a future of unimaginable luxury, endless adventures, and complete peace of mind, all because of a single penny? Tomorrow, someone will find it. Someone will live that dream life. Why shouldn't it be you? The chance is slipping away with every moment you hesitate. This is your moment. Your secret key to a new life is waiting. The 2003 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, the silent revolution in your pocket. Go now. Search. Because the next time you look at that ordinary copper coin, it might not be so ordinary after all.